What can you remember from this history textbook?
Probably nothing, but you are not alone. I have been a patient history student for almost 6 years now. When I talk with people, they ask me, why do you study history? Is this your future major? I say, no. Okay, then why? I study history because it explains me why the world is where it is. They are confused because they have no idea why history is formed in the first place. Primary reason for that is our textbooks. At school, at Lyceum, we learn at least 18 different subjects. Our authority knows that, and they do not put mental pressure on students. That's why they reduce history texts as short as they can. And it's great. And we make textbooks that create idea and stereotypes that history is boring, history is just facts, dates, names, and terms you do not use throughout your life. But in reality, history is more practical rather than facts that things that already passed. History is like teacher. It explains almost everything. Let's say the language I'm speaking right now, English. According to the answer of language to the world, English is the biggest language by total speakers and non-native speakers. Why English so widely spread? Is English the easiest language to learn? No. Is it the most beautiful language? Yes, it is beautiful, but saying the most is controversial. Is it the coolest language? Maybe. But if you want to know the answer, if you know history of UK or England, you probably know the answer. Regardless, English was originated twice as much smaller island than modern-day Uzbekistan. It was able to colonize a quarter of our planet. Obviously, they brought their language into their colonies. And as 2019, English is the official language of 55 sovereign states. Let me give you another example. If you look at map, you can see two Koreas. One is Republic of Korea, aka South Korea. The next one is Democratic People's Republic of Korea, aka North Korea. And have you ever wondered why there are two Koreas? If you want to know the answer, you should know the history. After the World War II, Japan had defeated, and its former colony, Korea, was occupied by Allied powers. And northern part of the peninsula occupied by USSR, and southern part occupied by US. Initially, they agreed to create one unified Korea, but Cold War had started and they disagreed one another. Then they created their own states, like northern part became communist state backed by USSR, and southern part became capital state backed by US. And there are still two Koreas with one nation. History. One of the attractive traits of history is both informative and fascinating. Historical events as exciting as fictional stories. In fictional stories, there are superheroes and villains, but history has its superheroes and villains. Like there are superheroes like Albert Einstein or Mahatma Gandhi or George Mango Berger. They can inspire you by their real acts, not magical power. The next point I want to talk about is history is source of pride. I have an app on my phone that allows me to connect with people around the world. And when I talk with them, they ask me my country before my name. I say, I'm from Uzbekistan. But they reply, from Afghanistan? No, it's Uzbekistan, border with Afghanistan. And unfortunately, they haven't heard about Uzbekistan. How can I introduce my country? I can't say we have Hilton Hotel or Munich Station. But in this process, my historical knowledge is critical. Then I try to connect my history to them. If they are Muslim, I can talk about our Islamic scholars like Bukhari or Naqshbandi or Tirmizi. If they are IT guy, I can talk about, do you know algorithms? They say yes, and do you know it's come from our great ancestors' book, our ancestors' name, like Al-Khwarizmi. And if they're a math guy, I can talk about your favorite subject, algebra. It's come from our ancestors' book, Algebra. And if they are keen on military, I can talk about the military tactic used by Babur or Emir Timur. And in conclusion, I want to talk about that history is not just random facts. It's teachers that explain, shows, and inspires all at once. And history is the roots of everything. Without its root, nothing grows. nothing grows. And I want to end my speech with a quote by our first president, Rustamova. There is no future for a nation who doesn't know its history and forgets its past. Thank you for your attention.